Hello, dear students and test takers. Welcome back to my Grammar for Success channel. I am Koresh Babu, a retired lecturer in English from Hyderabad. In today's video, I am going to talk to you all about the simple present tense. I am sure that this grammatical aspect will be of great help and use to you for all your competitive examinations and also for the improvement of your spoken English skills. And I therefore request all of you to watch this video till the end without skipping it in the middle. And I also request you to consider subscribing to my channel and also sharing this video with your near and dear ones. Thank you so much. And now let's get into the video. Let us learn about the tenses. What are the tenses? Okay. Tenses are 3 in number. Okay. What are they? Present tense, okay, past tense, and future tense. These are the 3 main tenses. Then what do you mean by these 3 tenses? What do you mean by present tense? Present tense means what? Present tense means all the actions that are taking place in the present moment or in the present time are said to be in the present tense. And in other words, we can say present tense indicates what? All the actions that are taking place in the present moment or in the present time. And that's why we can call this present tense in Telugu Jaruguchunna Kalamu. This is there. Jaruguchunna Kalamu. Everything that is happening at the moment, everything that is happening in the present moment, that is that's called present tense. Present tense means jaruguchunna kalam in Telugu, in our regional language. Okay, and past tense means what? Past tense means all the actions that happened in the past time are said to be in the past tense. In other words, we can say past tense indicates all the actions that happened in the past time. That happened in the past time, and therefore we can call in Telugu Jarigipoyina Kalamu. Jaruguchunna Kalamu, Jarigipoyina Kalamu. You can easily understand that. And here, what do you mean by this future tense? Future tense means all the actions that are going to take place in the future time are said to be in the future tense. Okay. In other words, we can say that future tense indicates all the actions that are going to take place in the future time. And therefore, in Telugu, we can say Jargabovu Kalamu. Okay. This is present tense means జరుగుచున్న కాలం in Telugu. You can understand all జరుగుతున్న విషయాలన్నీ ఇందులో చెప్పాల్సిందే. And past tense means జరిగిపోయిన కాలం, జరిగిపోయిన గతించిన విషయాలను చెప్పే కాలము past tense. And future tense means జరగబోవు కాలము, జరగబో విషయాలన్నిటినీ ఇందులోనే చెప్పాలి. కాబట్టి in Telugu we can understand this present tense, past tense and future tense. And one important thing is there, each and every main tense, these are all main tenses, each and every tense is divided into 4 subtenses for our convenience, because all this present tense you cannot learn all at once. And therefore, the grammarians have divided each tense into 4 subtenses. 4. So all put together 12 subtenses. And what are the subtenses under present tense? Let us see that. What is that? Present tense, it's subtenses. What are they? Here I am giving everything in here only on the board, because if I write on the board, it will consume a lot of time and the video becomes very lengthy. That's why I am writing everything here. Okay, simple present tense. That is the under present tense. The first subtense is simple present tense, and then comes present continuous tense. Okay, and then present perfect tense and present perfect continuous tense. Okay, these are the 4 subtenses under present tense. Okay, now similarly under past tense and future tense also there are 4 subtenses. Okay, let us see them. Okay, under past tense there are 4 subtenses. Okay, what are the subtenses? What are the subtenses? Simple past tense, okay, past continuous tense, past perfect tense and past perfect continuous tense. These are the 4 subtenses under past tense, right? Keep these subtenses in your mind. Okay, and under future tense also there are 4 subtenses. Okay, what are they? Simple future tense, future continuous tense, future perfect tense and future perfect continuous tense. In this way, under present tense there are 4 subtenses, Under past tense, there are 4 subtenses. Under future tense, there are 4 subtenses. All put together, there are 12 subtenses. How many subtenses do we have? Subtenses. Okay. There are 12 subtenses under 3 main tenses. 3 ముఖ్యమైన కాలముల క్రింద 12 ఉపకాలములు ఉన్నవి. ఎందుకంటే we cannot learn this past tense all at once. Present tense all at once. అందుకే ఒకేసారి దీన్ని నేర్చుకోలేము కాబట్టి దాన్ని ముక్కలుగా చేశాను. ఇఫ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ మేడ్ ఇన్ టు పీసెస్ యూ కెన్ ఈజీలీ అండర్స్టాండ్, యూ కెన్ ఈజీలీ లర్న్. సో దట్స్ వై దట్ ఈస్ వాట్ ద grammarians have done. So this is about the tenses and their subtenses. This point is clear. And now let's go to the next important point. Verbs. Now if you want to learn about the tenses, we need to learn first of all about the verbs. Okay, if you want to learn about the tenses, what should we do? We need to learn about the verbs. Then verbs means what? Verbs means, in other words, we can say actions. Actions means verbs and verbs means actions. Then why these two words means? Verbs is a grammatical term and this actions is a general English term. That is only the difference. Okay, then what are the verbs? You must know the definition for the verbs. What are the verbs? All the actions. Let me give you the definition here. All the actions we do, they are called verbs. All the actions we do. What actions do? We do so many actions from the morning till we go to bed. We eat, we drink, we sleep, we walk, we run, we jump, we talk. We do so many actions. And let me tell you one important thing. Every movement of us is an action. మనము చేసే ప్రతి మూమెంట్ను కూడా యాక్షనే అంటాం. ఇట్లాంటి యాక్షనే, అట్లాంటి యాక్షనే, ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ఇస్ అన్ యాక్షన్. దేర్ఫోర్ ఆల్ ద యాక్షన్స్ వీ డూ, వీ మీన్స్ వీ ఆర్ ద హ్యూమన్ బీయింగ్స్. మానవులమైన మనము చేసేటటువంటి ఈ పనులనే వర్బ్స్ అంటారు. అండ్ వాట్ ఎల్స్? ఆల్ ద యాక్షన్స్, ఓకే, ఆల్ ద యాక్షన్స్ ది animals do. Okay, animals do all the actions the animals do. That means what all the actions we do, the animals will also do the same thing, same actions. We eat, they eat. We drink, they drink. We walk, they walk. We play, they play. We jump, they jump. What all the actions the human beings do, the animals will also do, except one action, that is laughing. Laughter is only a blessing for human beings, not for the animals. Animals cannot laugh, but the human beings only can laugh. So be always smiling and be happy. That is the point. And all the actions the animals do. And next thing, all the actions the machines do. Okay, all the actions the machines do, these are also called verbs. Okay? All the actions we do, all the actions the animals do, all the actions the machines do, they also do actions. If the machines don't work, if they don't work, man cannot live on this earth. So that is the thing. Big turbines are working, and they are producing electricity. And that's why what is that we are able to be under the light and under the fan. And in this way, all the machines will be working. So all the action the machines do are also verbs. And only that much? No. One more last thing is there. All the, what is that? Actions, right? All the actions, what is that? The things to do. Okay. What is that? Even the things will also do actions. Not only the human beings, not only the animals, not only the machines, but also the things will do actions. What are the things? The light is a thing. What is the light doing? It is glowing. What is the phone doing? It is ringing. And what is the tree doing? It is blowing the wind. Okay, what are the leaves doing? They are swaying. So here, in this way, all other things, human beings, animals, machines. After them, all other things will be taken under things. Okay. So in this way, now you come to a conclusion. What is that? What are the verbs? Please keep this point in your mind. All the actions we do, we means we are the human beings, we do. And all the actions the animals do, all the actions the machines do, all the actions the things do. These actions are called verbs. Directly speaking that. Okay, and let us take some examples to understand this concept. Okay, and here you pay attention. Mohan is writing a letter. What action is Mohan doing? Writing. So what is this action called in the grammatical language, in the grammatical terminology? Verb. Okay, and the next, one more question. Who is the doer of this action? The doer of the action is Mohan. And what is he called? He is called the subject. The doer of the action is always called the subject. This doer is always placed before this verb. That is an important point. Mohan is writing a letter. This is the verb or action. This is the subject. Okay. And one more example. Sheila is preparing tea. What action is Sheila doing? Preparing. What is this called in grammatical language? Verb. What is it called? The verb. Okay. And who is the doer of this action? Sheila. What is this Sheila called? Subject. Okay. And the dog is barking loudly. What action is the dog doing here? Barking. What is it called? A verb. And what is the doer of this action? The dog. What is it called? The subject. And next, what is that? The bus is moving slowly. What action is the bus doing? Moving. And what is this moving called? It is a verb. And what is the doer of this action? The bus. So what is this called? The subject. And one more example is the light is glowing brightly. What action is the light doing? This is glowing. Okay. What action is this? Glowing. What is it called? Verb. And what is the doer of this action? Light. What is it called? What is that? Subject. So in this way, all these are called verbs or actions, and all these are called subjects. Okay. From this you understand that writing and preparing, these are the actions done by Mohan and Sheila. Actions done by human beings, barking by animals, moving by the machine, and the light by the thing. So for each one I have given one example. So here now you have understood the concept of the verbs. And one more important thing, now let us see the kinds of main verbs. How many kinds of verbs are there? There are two kinds of verbs are there. There are two kinds of verbs. What are they? Helping verbs and main verbs. Okay. Dear test takers, dear students, if you want to learn about the tenses, you need to learn about these two important things. Without these two things, you cannot learn the tenses. That's an important aspect. And now we have learnt about the concept of verbs, and we are going to learn about the kinds of verbs. And what are the helping verbs and what are the main verbs? We are going to see that now. Come on, let's go to the next slide. Helping verbs are there. What are the helping verbs? What is that? These helping verbs are the verbs. They help the main verbs to form the tenses. This is an important aspect. What are the helping verbs? The helping verbs are the verbs that help the main verbs to form the tenses. Tenses tayaru kavalante main verbs ku mari sahakarinche verbs ne helping verbs antaru. Anduke in Telugu they are called sahayakapu kriyalu ani cheppantaru. Okay, and what are they? Let us see them here. Okay, am, is, are, was, were. These are called be forms. All these are helping verbs, and they always help the main verbs to form the tenses. Without the help of them, no tense is formed generally. Okay, right. And here have, has, had, right. And then do, does, did. Okay, and shall, should, will, would, can, could, may, might, must. So these are all called helping verbs. Okay, keep these helping verbs in your mind. And now let us learn about the main verbs. What are the main verbs? Okay, main verbs means, again, let me say all the actions. I'll just write on all the actions we do. Yes, the animals do. Okay, okay, the machines do. Machines do. Or what is that? The things do. These are called main verbs. Okay, and remember one thing. Each and every main verb has got 4 forms. This is an important aspect. What are those forms? Let us see them here. What are they? Present tense form, present participle form, past tense form, past participle form. So in this way, we have 4 forms are there to each and every verb. What are they? Let me say present tense form, present participle form, past tense form, past participle form. Okay, right. And now let us see there are 4 varieties are there in the main verbs. What are those 4 varieties? We are going to see that. So you must get acquainted with those 4 varieties of verbs, because you should not get confused while learning the tenses. Okay, and let us learn about the varieties of verbs, right? And varieties of main verbs. What are the varieties of main verbs? Here you pay attention. Verbs in which all the 3 forms are different. How? Let us see that. Okay, present tense form, present participle form, past tense form, past participle form. And here I have given you a small list of these verbs, very important ones. I have mentioned them. This variety verbs are just 5% of the total verbs. Okay, here you see arise, arose, arisen. These three forms are different. Of course, this ing form is the same in everything. Arise, arising, break, breaking, choose, choosing. So this, if you add ing to that, this present participle form is formed. So don't worry about this. This is very easy. Do, doing, drink, drinking, go, going. Everybody can say, but you have to remember these things: first form and third form and fourth form. These three forms are very important. You see, arise, arose, arisen. You see, arise, lechu. Arose, lechenu. In the past tense, all past tense meaning only it conveys. Okay, arisen, lechi. It gives only that meaning only. When you put it in the sentence, it gives a beautiful meaning. Okay, how we are going to see that. Okay, similarly, break. I'm not going to give you the Telugu meaning. Only for one or two I'll give. Break, pagala gottu. Breaking, pagala gottu, chew. When this ing is there, you must use the word, meaning chew. Break, pagala gottu. Breaking, pagala gottu, chew. Something like that. Broke, pagala gottenu. Broken, pagala gotti. That's all. So if you can take the meaning in that manner, you can understand everything very easily, right? And choose, choosing, chose, chosen. Do, doing, did, done. Drink, drinking, drank, drunk. Go, going, went, gone. Eat, eating, ate, eaten. Rise, rising, rose, risen. Sing, singing, sang, sung. Write, writing, wrote, written. Wear, wearing. Wear means dharinchu. Wearing, dharinchu. When you come to this place, you must add chu to that one. Wear means dharinchu. Dharinchu, or dharinchenu. Or means dharinchi. That much. When it is put in the sentence, it gives the full meaning. Okay, how we are going to see in the tenses, right? And here, this is the first variety of verbs. And now let's go to the second variety of verbs, right? And second variety of verbs is there. What is that? Verbs in which the two forms are identical. Identical means, in other words, same or similar. Okay, similar or same, identical. Okay, and what are those forms? Here you see that. Second way, buy, buying, bought, bought. These two forms are the same. These two forms are identical. Buy, konu, konugolu cheyu. Buying, konugolu cheyichu. Bought, konenu. Bought, koni. That's all. You know that very well. Bring, okay, catch, find, lose, make, meet, sell, think, tell, teach, win. Win, gelchu. Winning, gelstu. One, gelichenu. One, gelichi. So this is the past participle form, the fourth form of the verb. Okay, and please keep all these things in your mind, and because I cannot give the meaning for each and everything, it will take a lot of time. Okay, and you are clever enough to understand everything very easily, even without my giving you the Telugu meaning, right? And here third variety verbs are there. All the three forms are identical. How? Let us see that. And here burst, burst, burst. Okay, leave this second form now. Burst, burst, burst. Three forms are the same. Three forms are identical. Cut, 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 cut. Okay, cast, cast, casting, cast, cast. Hit, hitting, like that. And wed, wedding is there. Wedding, wed, wedded is there. Wed, wedded is there. You can say wed past tense is wed. Wed past tense is wedded is also there. Of course, some people use this verb and this verb in the past tense. And in the past participle, they use wed or wedded. So in this way, it's like that. Read, chaduvu. Reading, chaduvu chu. You have to say read in the past tense. You have to pronounce the verb as read. In the past participle also, you have to say read. So read, reading, read, read. So this is how. This is the third variety of verb, and this is also, they are also 5% of the total verbs. Okay, first one 5%, second one 5%, third one 5%. Okay, 15%. Okay, these three varieties comprise 15% of verbs, and the remaining 85% of verbs are, that means the majority of verbs are, what are they? Now we are going to learn that. ED verbs. Okay, this is the last variety, and here you pay attention. These are the, okay. So already I have told you, first variety 5%, second variety 5%, third variety 5%. Take for granted, and all put together 15%. And of the total verbs, 15% the first, second, third varieties comprise. And here these the remaining verbs, 85% verbs are all ED verbs, and they are very easy to learn. Believe, believed, believed. When you add ed to that, that becomes an ed verb. Believe, believing, believed, believed. Of course, the sing form verb is always there, right? The cheat, cheated, cheated. Depend, depended, depended. Joined, joined, joined. Open, opened, opened. Use, used, used. Work, working, worked, work. So here, work, pani cheyu. Worked, pani chesenu. Past tense. That పని చేసను, vexed, విసిగించను, used, వాడాను. So always gives the past tense meaning. Okay, and here past participle worked means పని చేసి. That's all. Believe, నమ్మి, cheated, మోసగించి, depended, ఆధారపడి, failed, ఓడిపోయి, guessed, guess చేసి, something. So it's like that. Please, now let's go to the next very important point. If at all you want to learn the tenses, you must once again remember what the persons in the English language, and let us learn about those persons in the English language, right? There are 3 persons in the English language. Dear students and test takers, you see, if you want to learn the tenses, you need to remember these 3 persons of the English language. You know, in the English language, there are 3 persons, okay? And why should we learn about the 3 persons means, you know, in order to understand the tense thoroughly well. Because we have to repeat each and every tense. You know, we have 12 subtenses, and each tense must be repeated in these 3 persons and see whether any person undergoes any change or not. That point we have to see. ఈ పర్సన్స్ లో ప్రతి టెన్స్ ని చెప్పుకుంటే ఏదైనా మార్పు వస్తుందా లేదా గమనించుట కోసం we have to observe that. And let us see that. Then, okay, now let us see the persons in the English language. First person, and then what is that? Second person and third person. And who is the first person? Who is the second person? Who is the third person? All of you know pretty well about this because I have dealt with personal pronouns in one of my earlier videos. If you find it, you know, if you have subscribed to my channel, you can find all the videos that I have uploaded on YouTube. Okay, you can watch it. And anyway, here also I would like to tell you about these 3 persons. What is the first person? The person. First person means the person who speaks. That is the first person. The person who speaks. ఎవడు మాట్లాడితే వాడే ఫస్ట్ పర్సన్. If I speak, I am the first person. If you speak, you are the first person. If that person, if he speaks, he is the first person. If she speaks, she is the first person. Whoever speaks, that is the first person. ఎవడు మాట్లాడితే వాడే ఫస్ట్ పర్సన్. Right. And then what is the second person? The person spoken to. The person spoken to means ఎవడితో మాట్లాడితే that is only the second person. Suppose if I speak to you, I am the first person and you are the second person. Suppose you are speaking to me, then you become the first person and I become the second person. Okay, hope you have understood this second person also. And third person means what? The person spoken about. The person spoken about. That means ఎవడి గురించి మాట్లాడతావు అతడే థర్డ్ పర్సన్. సపోజ్ ఇఫ్ ఐ స్పీక్ టు యూ అబౌట్ మిస్టర్ ఎక్స్, దెన్ ఐ బికమ్ ద ఫస్ట్ పర్సన్ అండ్ యూ బికమ్ ద సెకండ్ పర్సన్. దట్ ఎక్స్ బికమ్స్ ద థర్డ్ పర్సన్. ఓకే, ద పర్సన్ హూ స్పీక్స్ ఈస్ ద ఫస్ట్ పర్సన్. The person spoken to is the second person. The person spoken about is the third person. And of these 3 persons, there are both singular and plural number also. ఈ పర్సన్స్ లో ఏకవచన బహువచన మాటలు ఉన్నాయి. అవి ఏమిటో చూద్దాం. లెట్ us see that. What are they? Personal pronouns, and those are called personal pronouns. And here you see singular. In the first person, what is that? Yes, first person means the person who speaks. ఎవడు మాట్లాడితే వాడే first person. If one person speaks, what does he say? He says I help you, I appear, I take the examination, I attend the class, I go to Hyderabad. I you use I. If there are so many persons speaking, then what do they say? They say we. ఒక్కడే ఉంటే నేను 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 అని మాట్లాడతారు. చాలా మంది ఉంటే మేము అంటారు. Therefore first person singular is I, first person plural is we. Right. And then second person means the person spoken to. If I speak to one person, that is singular. That is in Telugu neevu. Okay, neevu. And if there are many persons, you know, it is meeru. Singular neevu, plural meeru. You have to understand that. So second person singular you, second person plural you. And what is the third person? Third person means the person spoken about. And who do you speak about? Evari gurinchi evaru maatladtaru? You talk about a he, you talk about a she, you talk about something. And the thing is called it. Okay. ఒక హీ గురించో షీ గురించో ఇటు గురించో మాట్లాడతావు. ఒక్కడుంటే హీ అంటావు, చాలా మంది ఉంటే ఏమంటావు? యూ సే దే, వారు. ఒక ఉంటే షీ అంటాం, షీ స్టాండింగ్ ఎట్ ద గేట్. If there are many girls standing at the gate, what do you say? They are standing at the gate. And if there is only one thing, you say it's a mango. If there are many mangoes, what do you say? They are mangoes, isn't it? ఒక్కటి ఉంటే అది, చాలా ఉంటే అవి. ఒక్కడుంటే అతడు, ఒక ఉంటే ఆమె. సో చాలా మంది ఉంటే వారు. వస్తువులు, జంతువులు అయితే అవి. Don't get confused, please. From the context, you have to take the meaning. That's only that. So in this way, if you want to learn about the tenses, these are the basic things, You have to learn about the verbs, you have to learn about the persons. Okay, and because these are the three ingredients you require to learn about the tenses. ఈ మూడు ముఖ్యమైనటువంటి దినుసులు కావాలి మీకు టెన్సెస్ నేర్చుకోవాలంటే. Now let us take up that simple present tense is there, right? What is the first subtense under present tense? Simple present tense. And let us see, in each and every tense, we have to check whether these two things are there. What are they? Helping verbs and main verbs. Because every tense is made up of two ingredients. ప్రతి టెన్స్ రెండు దినుసులతో తయారవుతుంది. అదొకటి helping verbs, ఒకటి main verbs. In every tense, you have to check whether they are, what the helping verbs are, what the main verb is. These two things you have to check. And in this simple present tense, let us see the helping verbs nil. Okay, and the main verb is the base form. I have been telling you that without the help of the helping verbs, a tense cannot be made. But here, this simple present is an exception. Right? And here, in the simple present tense, helping verbs are nil, and the main verb is the base form. The base form means verb 1, verb form 1. I am writing in that way, please. Base form verb only it is used. So these two things you have to remember. Simple present means no helping verbs, and main verb is the base form. These two things. And now let us repeat this tense in all the three persons, singular and plural. Okay, I am taking the example of drink. Okay, drink is the example verb I have taken. Drink and tagada. What are its forms? Drink, drinking, drank, drunk. Okay, and that is there. And now I am repeating this tense with I. Okay, with first person singular. I drink. Okay, you are using the base form, no helping verbs are there. I drink milk. And the plural of I is we. With we also we are using, we drink milk, no change in the main verb. Okay, and you go to the next one, you drink milk, no change in the main verb. You drink milk, no change in the second person singular and second person plural. And let us see the third person singular. He drinks milk, she drinks milk, it drinks milk. See, some change is there in the third person singular. What is the change? This verb is taking yes after it. Okay, that is only the change. Not always yes, but sometimes what happens, with all verbs, yes is common, but with verbs ending with o and ch, what is that, z, we use es. For example, go is there, and in the third person singular, what do? We use es, goes. Do is there, we use es, go does. As reach is there, okay, reach. Okay, reaches. Okay, what is that? Buzz. Okay, buzzes. Something like that. The verbs ending in o, ch, z, these verbs take es, and all other verbs take yes after them in the third person singular only. And in the third person plural, again they drink. The verb is not changing. They drink milk, then they drink. Then what is the meaning of this tense? If you speak in the simple present, what meaning does it convey? Meaning is very important. So that's why I would like to give you the Telugu meaning for your convenience. I drink milk. The meaning is nenu paalu tragutanu. What do you mean by that? Nenu paalu tragutanu. What do you understand from that? You understand two things from this. What is that? In the future you are going to drink milk, future meaning. భవిష్యత్తులో తాగుతాననే ఫ్యూచర్ మీనింగ్ ఒకటి వస్తుంది. అండ్ అనదర్ మీనింగ్ ఇస్ దట్ ఐ డ్రింక్ మిల్క్, నేను పాలు తాగుతాను అంటే కాఫీ టీలు తాగను, సో పాలు తాగడం నాకు హ్యాబిట్. ఫ్యూచర్ మీనింగ్ అండ్ హ్యాబిచువల్ మీనింగ్, టూ మీనింగ్స్ ఇట్ ఈస్ కన్వేయింగ్ కాదా? సో సిమిలర్లీ వీ డ్రింక్ మిల్క్, మేము పాలు తాగుతాం. ఓకే, హీ డ్రింక్స్ మిల్క్, అతడు పాలు తాగుతాడు. సేమ్ యూ కెన్ అప్లై టు ఆల్ దీస్ థింగ్స్ అండ్ యూ టేక్ అనదర్ వెర్బ్ అండ్ యూ రిపీట్ ది సేమ్ మీనింగ్. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ టేక్ ప్లే, ఐ ప్లే క్రికెట్, నేను క్రికెట్ ఆడుతాను. ఓకే, ఒక నవల చదువుతాను, ఐ రీడ్ ఎ నావల్, నేను ఒక నవల చదువుతాను. నేను సినిమా చూస్తాను, ఐ వాచ్ ద మూవీ. సో యూ టేక్ ఇన్ ఆల్ దట్ మీనింగ్ ఇట్ కన్వేస్. దీంట్లో అదే మీనింగ్ వస్తుంది, ఇంకా వేరే మీనింగ్ రాదు. You can improve your spoken English skills also. If you can learn this thoroughly well, అలా బందోబస్తుగా నేర్చుకుంటే ఇంగ్లీష్ బ్రహ్మాండంగా వస్తుంది. ఏదో నేర్చుకున్నానంటే nothing you can achieve in your life. Okay, it's all right. This is about the simple present, and here the meaning is also given here. You please write that meaning here and in your notebooks. I drink milk, nenu paalu tragutanu. Right. And now what is this tense used for? That's a very important aspect. And the rule, the simple present tense is used to indicate, okay, we use this simple present to indicate universal truths, విశ్వ సత్యాలు చెప్పడానికి, habitual actions, అలవాటు ప్రకారంగా జరిగే పనులు తెలపడానికి, and then general facts, మామూలు వాస్తవాలు తెలపడానికి, and then definite near future actions, భవిష్యత్తులో తప్పక జరగబోయే పనులు తెలపడానికి we use this simple present. Clear? And example for universal truths. Universal truths means truths that are forever truths, that were true, that are true, that will be true. Such things are called universal truths. ఎప్పటికీ సత్యమైనటువంటివి universal truths. What are they? Here అటువంటి చెప్పడానికి we use this simple present. The sun rises in the east. So సూర్యుడు తూర్పున ఉదయిస్తాడు. నువ్వు నమ్మినా నమ్మపోయినా దట్స్ ఎ యూనివర్సల్ ట్రూత్. మనం పుట్టక ముందు ఉదయించాడు, అట్లాగే ఇప్పుడు ఉదయిస్తున్నాడు, ఇక ముందు కూడా ఉదయిస్తాడు. సో ఇట్స్ ఎ యూనివర్సల్ ట్రూత్. ఇక దాని గురించి సో ఆల్వేస్ ద యూనివర్సల్ ట్రూత్స్ మస్ట్ బి ఎక్స్ప్రెస్డ్ ఇన్ ద సింపుల్ ప్రజెంట్. కాబట్టి ద సన్ రైజెస్ ఇన్ ద ఈస్ట్, ద సన్ ఈజ్ రైజింగ్, డోంట్ సే. ఓకే, ఓన్లీ ఇన్ ద సింపుల్. ది ఎర్త్ మూవ్స్, ఇట్స్ ఆల్సో యూనివర్సల్ ట్రూత్. సూర్యుని చుట్టూ భూమి తిరుగుతుంది, ఇట్స్ ఎ యూనివర్సల్ ట్రూత్. ఓకే, రెయిన్ ఫాల్స్ ఫ్రమ్ ద క్లౌడ్స్, మేఘాల నుండి వర్షం కురుస్తుంది, ఇట్స్ ఎ యూనివర్సల్ ట్రూత్. ఓకే, అండ్ వాటర్ ఫ్రీజెస్ ఎట్ 0 degrees Celsius, 0 degrees Celsius దగ్గర నీరు గడ్డ కట్టుతుంది. సో దీస్ ఆర్ ఆల్ యూనివర్సల్ ట్రూత్స్. You must express only in the simple present and not in any other tense. Right. Now let's go to the habitual action, and here you pay attention. Habitual actions. This, let us see. She always watches the Telugu serial. It is her habitual action. Telugu serial చూడడం మాకు అలవాటు. కాబట్టి this habitual action is expressed in the simple present, and therefore she always, ఎల్లప్పుడూ ఒక పనిని ఒకసారి కాదు, 2 సార్లు కాదు, 3 సార్లు కాదు, పదే చేస్తూ ఉండాలి. దట్ ఈస్ అ హ్యాబిచువల్ యాక్షన్. So she always watches the Telugu serials, right? And then comes, I wake up at 5 o'clock. ఒక రోజు కాదు, 2 రోజులు కాదు, రోజు 5 గంటలు లేస్తున్నా. What is that? It's a habitual action. Then you must express it in the simple present. They play cricket every evening, not one evening, every evening. That's why it's a habitual action. That's why it is expressed in the simple present. And then we come to this. He goes for a walk every morning. Again, this is a habitual action. I often go to church on Sundays. On Sundays, often తరచుగా పోతున్నా ఉంటుంది, అలవాటు. ఒకసారి అంటే ఏమనుకోవచ్చు, 2 సార్లు అంటే తరచుగా వెళ్తున్నాం అంటే ఇట్స్ ఎ హ్యాబిట్. అండ్ దట్స్ వై ద హ్యాబిట్స్ మస్ట్ బి ఎక్స్ప్రెస్డ్ ఓన్ ఇన్ ద సింపుల్ ప్రజెంట్. అండ్ దెన్ కమ్స్, వి సెల్డమ్ ఈట్ చికెన్ బిర్యానీ. సెల్డమ్, అరుదుగా. ఒక పని ఎప్పుడు చేయడము అలవాటే, అసలు చేయకపోవడం కూడా అలవాటే. సిగరెట్ తాగడము అలవాటే, తాగకపోవడం కూడా అలవాటే. నేను సిగరెట్ తాగను, ఇట్స్ నాట్ అలవాటు. తాగడం నీ అలవాటు, తాగకపోవడం నా అలవాటు. సో నెగటివ్ ఆర్ పాజిటివ్, ద హ్యాబిట్స్. ఓకే, వి సెల్డమ్, మేము అరుదుగా చికెన్ బిర్యానీ తింటాము. Yes, they generally take 1 week time to give you the certificate. Generally, సాధారణంగా ఒక వారం తీసుకుంటారు. It's a general thing for them, means it's a habitual action for them. And then comes, she never eats fish. ఆమె ఎన్నడూ ఫిష్ తినదు, never eats. ఆమె తినకపోవడం ఆమె అలవాటు. Okay, and then what is that? They hardly ever buy a ticket on trains. వారు ఎప్పుడు కూడా ట్రైన్లో టికెట్ కొనరు. అలా టికెట్ కొనకపోవడం, that's a habit for them. Okay, general facts. General facts means మామూలు విషయాలు, మామూలు వాస్తవాలు. They are expressed with the help of am, is, or. This is called general present. Okay, Rakesh is a teacher. It's a general fact. And Ravali is a nurse. It's a general fact. I am a retired lecturer. We are Indians. It is a hospital. Whether you believe it or not, it's a hospital. they are bank employees. Okay, these are all general facts. Mamulu vastava. This is general present because they are used with they are being expressed with am, is, or. They are B forms, present B forms. That's why they are called general present. And the other examples are also good. Mohan works in a bank. See, simple present. This is general present. This is simple present. Simple present is always used with a verb, and general present is used with am, is, or. That's why. Please see the difference. Mohan works in a bank. Mohan oka bank lo panchestadu. You naminappudu vandule panchestadu. It's a fact, right? And then our next door neighbor likes English movies. It's a general fact. They help the poor by donating clothes. It's a fact. Okay. And Shilpa never tells lies. It's a fact. Ameppudu abaddam adadu. Abaddam adapodam vastavamu, right? And then comes Sarita sings like Lataji. It's a fact. Okay. And then comes my friend cooks chicken biryani deliciously. It's a fact. Brahmanam understand. Right. And now let's go to the next example. Fourth one, definite near future actions. Okay. Sameepa bhavishyattulo tappaka definite జరగబోయే పనులను తెలపడానికి కూడా సింపుల్ ప్రెజెంట్ నే వాడతాం. The school reopens tomorrow. It's going to happen tomorrow. Damn sure. Okay, definitely it is going to happen. Of course, to express the future actions, we have simple future, but this indicates ordinary future actions. But simple present indicates definite future actions. Please keep this point in your mind. And here you see that they leave for Mumbai next week. Damn sure. Definitely they are leaving for Mumbai next week. That is the mark. And next, Mohan marries Sunita very shortly. It's a thing going to take place definitely. It's a definite action. We apply for the post next week. Definite action. Okay. Lakshmi participates in the songs competition. It's a definite action. She is definitely going to participate in the songs competition. And my father presents me a bike on my birthday. He's going to present me a bike on my birthday. It is going to happen definitely. So all these actions are going to happen in the future definitely. All such definite near future actions must be expressed only in the simple present. Okay. So one important note is that this tense is usually used with certain habit indicating words. Remember, this simple present tense is used with certain habit indicating words. అలవాటును తెలియచేసే మాటలతో సాధారణంగా వాడతారు. ఆ మాటలు వచ్చినప్పుడు ఇందులో సింపుల్ ప్రెజెంట్ టెన్స్ ఉండాలి. ఇట్స్ ఎ సిగ్నల్ ఇన్ ద ఎగ్జామినేషన్. సో దే విల్ గివ్ సమ్ సెంటెన్సెస్ అండ్ యూ ఫైండ్ ద క్లూ ఇన్ దట్. సో ఇఫ్ యూ వెన్ యూ కమ్ అక్రాస్ దిస్ యూ మస్ట్ సే ఓహో దిస్ ఆల్వేస్ ఈస్ దేర్. ఆల్వేస్ మీన్స్ ద యాక్షన్ ఈస్ హ్యాపెనింగ్. ఆల్వేస్ మీన్స్ ఎల్లప్పుడు ఒక పని జరుగుతుందంటే ఇట్ ఈస్ ఎ హ్యాబిట్. Then if it is a habit, what should we do? We have to express it in the simple present. That's how we have to calculate the things. So always, ever, never, hardly ever, every day, nowadays, often, seldom, sometimes, usually, frequently, rarely, commonly, generally, occasion. These are all the words, they indicate habits. Okay, therefore they are called habit indicating words. So, he often or usually, often is there, usually watches TV in the evening. Often అంటే తరచుగా, యూజువల్ అంటే మామూలుగా. తరచుగా, మామూలుగా అనే మాటలు ఏం చెప్తున్నాయి? దే ఇండికేట్ సమ్ హ్యాబిట్. And that's why with these words we have to use only the simple present. That's all. With all these examples, I seldom or rarely let my roommate borrow my car. It's a habit. Okay, and that's why simple present. Anita always eats cereal for breakfast 7 days a week. Okay, it's a habit. Okay, always. Okay, and sometimes means కొన్నిసార్లు అంటే ఇట్స్ అలవాటు. దే సమ్టైమ్స్ బంక్ ద క్లాసెస్. ఓకే, అండ్ హియర్ యూ హార్డ్లీ ఎవర్ టెల్ ఏ లై. నువ్వు జనరల్గా ఎప్పుడు చెప్పు, జనరల్గా చెప్పండి ఇట్స్ అలవాటు అంతే. దట్స్ ఆల్. అండ్ హియర్ షీ ఆల్వేస్ గోస్ టు కాలేజ్ ఆన్ ఫుట్. ఆమె ఎల్లప్పుడూ కాలినడకన కాలేజీకి వెళ్తుంది. ఆన్ ఫుట్. ఇట్స్ అవర్ హ్యాబిట్. అండ్ లాస్ట్ వన్ ఇస్ దేర్ దే యూజువల్లీ ఫర్గెట్ ద ప్రామిసెస్ దే మేక్. వాళ్ళు చేసిన ప్రామిస్లు జనరల్గా మర్చిపోతుంటారు. యూజువల్ అంటే మామూలుగా మర్చిపోతుంటారు. వాడికి మామూలు ఏంటి అర్థమైంది? దిస్ హ్యాబిట్ ఫర్ హిమ్. So with all these words we are supposed to use only the simple present. Okay, and now we are going to learn about other rules that are there under this simple present, and that's why I'm teaching in this video exclusively about the simple present. Other uses are there. Very quickly I go over these other uses. Please I don't go deeply into the rules. Simple present tense is also used. What is that? In the exclamatory sentences beginning with here and there. Okay, in the exclamatory sentence beginning with here and there to express what actually is taking place present. అక్కడ జరుగుతున్న వాటిని హియర్ అండ్ దేర్ తో చెప్పే ఎక్స్క్లమేటరీ సెంటెన్స్ లో సింపుల్ ప్రెజెంటే వాడాలి. హౌ? హియర్ యు పే అటెన్షన్. వాట్ ఇస్ దట్? హియర్ యు పే. హియర్ కమ్స్ ద బస్. ఇగో బస్ వచ్చేస్తుంది. దట్ యాక్చువల్లీ ఇస్ హ్యాపెనింగ్. బస్ వస్తుంది అక్కడ. అరే బస్ వస్తుందా? సి హియర్ కమ్స్ ద బస్. సింపుల్ ప్రెజెంట్. దేర్ షీ గోస్. ఆమె వెళ్తుంది. దేర్ షీ గోస్. హియర్, దేర్, సి. అండ్ దెన్ హియర్ స్టాప్స్ ద కార్. ఇక్కడ కార్ ఆగుతుంది. So it's the action is taken. There he stands up. So here and with these things, these are called exclamatory sentences, and the exclamatory mark is there. Yes, with all of them we use that simple present. Okay. Second one, the simple present is also used as a substitute for the simple past to make past events seem immediate. It is called the historic present. So sometimes what happens, the storytellers narrate the story that happened in the past only in the simple present. Why? In order to create an effect of immediacy. An effect of immediacy. Okay. ఇప్పుడే జరిగినట్టుగా నీకు అనుభూతి కలగడం కోసం immediacy. Certain times what happens, the simple past or the past actions will be narrated or expressed in the simple present. That's called historic present. So it's an old story. Rushes forward, ముందుకు వస్తాడు and deals a blow, ఒక దెబ్బ కొడతాడు. Deals a blow to Rustum. Rustum ఒక దెబ్బ కొడతాడు. So rushes simple present, deals simple present. And here you put immediately Sultan hurries to his capital. అతడు తన క్యాపిటల్కి వెళ్ళాడు ఉంటుంది యాక్చువల్ సెంటెన్స్ లో. కానీ ఇప్పుడిప్పుడే జరిగినట్టు ఫీలింగ్ వస్తుంది. ఇగో ద సుల్తాన్ క్యాపిటల్ సిటీకి వెళ్తాడు అండ్ సమ్మన్స్ ఆల్ ద మినిస్టర్లందరినీ మరి పిలువనంపుతాడు. సంథింగ్ లైక్. సో ఇఫ్ యూ రీడ్ ది సెంటెన్స్, యూ ఫీల్ దట్ ద యాక్షన్స్ ఆర్ టేకింగ్ ప్లేస్ దెన్ అండ్ దేర్ ఇట్ సెల్ఫ్. అక్కడే అప్పుడు జరుగుతున్నటువంటి ఒక అనుభూతి కలుగుతుంది దీనివల్ల, రైట్? అప్పుడు దెన్ ఇన్ సచ్ కేసెస్ యూ యూజ్ ద సింపుల్ ప్రెజెంట్, రైట్? అండ్ దెన్ కమ్స్ మై ఫ్రెండ్ ఈజ్ ఎ నోటోరియస్ డ్రింకర్. You can understand this. And one night he goes crazier than usual and turns to me and says, who are you? So in all these things, we are using the simple present and here general present. Okay. Now, third one, to introduce quotations. To introduce quotations also we use, what is that? Kids says, we are introducing. A thing of beauty is a joy forever. You know that very well. Socrates says, death is a blessing in disguise. Socrates says. Okay, Albert Einstein says life is like riding a bicycle. So to keep your balance undalante, you must keep riding. So it's a beautiful quotation by Albert Einstein. Okay, right? And Rudyard Kipling, famous poet, he travels the fastest who travels alone. William Shakespeare says all that glitters is not gold. You know that very well. I need not tell you that. But in all these things, says. So to introduce quotations, we use only the simple present. In the adverbial clauses of time and of condition beginning with when, as soon as, till, until, if, unless, in case. It's an important rule, So after these conjunctions, these are all subordinating conjunctions. After them we must use the simple present. When, here let me give you one thing please. Okay, when, as soon as. Okay, this is an important thing. Till, until, if, okay, if, unless. Okay, these are all there. After them, simple present only you have to use. When the sentence begins with them is called subordinate clause. Subordinate clause. Remember, subordinate clause. Yes, see, the sentence with these conjunctions is called subordinate clause. And the remaining one is called main clause. In the main clause, whenever there is simple present or simple future. See the beautiful this thing, I think you are learning the things solidly now. Main clause lo simple present gaani simple future gaani unnappudu igo ee conjunction, these are all subordinating conjunction. వీటితో ఉన్న సెంటెన్స్ ను సబార్డినేట్ క్లాజ్ అంటారు కదా. సో వీటితో ఉన్న సెంటెన్స్ లో సింపుల్ ప్రెజెంటే ఉండవలే. దట్స్ ద పాయింట్. మెయిన్ క్లాజ్లో సింపుల్ ప్రజెంట్ కానీ సింపుల్ ఫ్యూచర్ టెన్స్ కానీ ఉన్నప్పుడు వీటితో ఉన్న ఆ సబార్డినేట్ క్లాజ్లో సింపుల్ ప్రజెంట్ టెన్స్ మాత్రమే ఉండాలి. అండ్ నౌ లెట్స్ గో టు ద ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్. and I shall wait till. Till is there. Before that, this is the main clause, this is the subordinate clause. You see, simple present is used. In the simple future is given. Okay, that is that till you finish. Similarly, if it rains, here this is the main clause, this is the subordinate clause. Some subordinate clause may be given this side or that side, whatever it is, you have to. So the simple present is there. Okay, in the simple future is there. Okay, and please inform me, simple present. When he comes, this is simple present. Simple present, right? No problem. As soon as he opens the gate, the dog will rush. So in the main clause there is simple future, and therefore in the sentence beginning with as soon as, simple present. In all the sentences beginning with them, you have to use simple present. Okay, and the last sentence is unless you stop drinking, you will die. Okay, simple future, simple present. Fifth one, in radio and television commentaries on games like football, cricket, tennis. You know, in the radio or television, you can find commentaries, okay, on games like football, cricket, tennis. Okay, while describing sporting events in progress, where there is stress on the succession of happenings rather than on the duration. This is important. And the commentator will be describing the action going on there on the field, on the ground. So that's called commentary. And how? Now Dhoni picks the ball and throws it at Kohli. Now Dhoni picks the ball and throws it at Kohli. Kohli gets ready. See, simple present, simple. Now Dhoni picks the ball and throws it at Kohli. Kohli gets ready to bowl it, something like that. So he will be, commentator will be saying like that. And you feel everything is taking place in front of you, because he will be describing the things happening in front of him. Now Virat Kohli goes out on the first delivery, he faces and gets a golden duck. So these are the two examples I have given. So in the radio commentaries or television commentaries, and the simple present tense is only used to describe the things that are going on the field or on the ground. Right. Sixth one, for live demonstrations like cooking shows. Cooking shows, you know very well. Live demonstrations. They keep they stand in front of a big table and they will be preparing some dish, and for that, you know, first you light the stove, మొదటి స్టవ్ వెలిగించు, and then take a pan, panam తీసుకో, put it on it, pour 2 teaspoons of oil into the pan, meanwhile break 2 eggs in a bowl, ఒక bowl లో 2 ఎగ్గులు కొట్టేసేయి, and add a half spoon of chili powder, a spoon of ginger garlic paste, a pinch of salt, turmeric, and mix well. See, these are all generally this kind of cooking show. Cooking demonstrations are expressed only in the simple present. Right. And 6b, to give general instructions. To give some general instructions. Sir, how can I go to the post office? Okay, you go straight like this and take left, and go straight and then take something. So there are general instructions. For example, you go straight down the street up to the supermarket and then take left. So simple present, simple present. Other general instructions. You roll out the pastry. You cut circles with a cup of glass. Then you mix the flour with all the dry ingredients and bake the cake in the oven for 45 minutes. So these are all general instructions. These are cooking demonstration. 6a, 6b. Okay, now let's go to the next one. Seventh one, to convey verbal actions like thanking, apologizing, promising with I and we. With these persons only. For example, here are given some very important. We thank you most warmly for your timely help. We thank. Simple present. We. And then I advise you not to trespass into their land. Typographical mistake, please. 2 is dropped here. I advise you not to trespass into their land. So advise, simple present. And then comes, we promise to solve your problem very soon. We promise. We are promised, don't say. We promise. I advise. With I and we, that's all. Not with other persons. Okay. And here, I apologize to every one of those who might have been hurt by me. Even if they are called verbal actions. ఈ verbal actions ను కన్వే చేయడానికి, అది కూడా I and we తో చెప్పడానికి, we have to use only the simple present. Eighth one, to mention official programs and timetables. Official programs, you know very well. CM KCR has visited Palamur something, you know. Narendra Modi comes to Hyderabad. Amit Shah comes to Hyderabad. They are all VVIPs. So their schedule will be there. So to indicate that official programs of some VVIPs and timetables also, we have to express them only in the simple present. How? Let us see that. The college opens on 23rd. It's a timetable. It should be expressed on the simple present. The college opens on 23rd June, right? The film starts at 6:30 and finishes at 9 o'clock. It's a timetable. When does the next train leave for Chennai? It's a timetable. The match begins at 2:45 p.m. The cabinet meeting concludes at 4:30 p.m. Conclude means it comes to an end, right? The flight arrives in Hyderabad airport at 7:45. And here, this is the official program of some very, very important person. And this is the official visit of the Prime Minister Modi to Hyderabad. I have just the PM arrives in Hyderabad at 9:30. Simple present. He proceeds to Sardar Patel IPS Academy at 10:30 a.m. Proceeds. He participates in the passing out parade of the new IPS batch at 11:15 hours. He addresses the new IPS batch at 11:45. He gives away medals to them at 12:30 p.m. He proceeds to Kukatpalli to inaugurate the metro rail to Falaknama at 1:30. Yes, he takes lunch at 2 p.m. He meets the ministers and officials of the state at 2:45. He returns to, this is called official program. This will be with every officer, with every police officer, with every higher official. This will be there when he goes to that place, when he comes, when he does, what he does. So this schedule, this official program list will be with every officer, and they will be going accordingly. Okay. So here, if you have observed this official program of the Prime Minister, yes, what is that? You find that all the sentences are in the simple present, right? We have come to the last point, that is conjugation. Conjugation. To know, this is very, very important. If you wish to have a command of this simple present or any tense, you must know this conjugation. Conjugation means changing the sentence from one pattern to another pattern. So that is called conjugation. So there are 5 kinds of sentences from one angle. Okay, assertive sentence, okay, interrogative sentence, affirmative sentence, then negative sentence, and then comes interrogative, come negative sentence. So in this way there are 5 kinds of sentences. And assertive sentence means an ordinary sentence beginning with the subject. That's it. And interrogative means, what is that? Yes, for example, I'll give a small example here. He is a doctor. Okay, here the sentence is beginning with a subject. That's why this is an assertive sentence. Okay, right. And to change it into interrogative sentence, what you have to do is you must take the helping verb from the sentence and put it at the beginning, and then rewrite the sentence. Is he a doctor? Then it becomes a question. That's called an interrogative sentence. The rule in the English language is only one. Take the helping verb from the ordinary sentence and put it in front of the subject and rewrite the sentence, and then it becomes a question or an interrogative sentence, right? And here affirmative means, is he a doctor? To this, if you say yes, what do you say? Yes, he is a doctor. All S sentences are called affirmative sentences, and all no sentences are called negative. When you write this negative sentence, you must say no, he is. After this helping verb only you have to use not. Not is always used immediately beside the helping verb. Please keep that point in your mind. So negative, no, he is not a doctor. Okay. Interrogative come negative sentence means, again it's a interrogative come negative sentence. Negative sentence interrogative means, again bring this helping verb from this. Is he not a doctor? He is a doctor. Atadoka doctor. Is he a doctor? Atadoka doctor. Yes, he is a doctor. Atadoka doctor. Affirmative sentence. Negative sentence. No, he is not a doctor. Atadoka doctor kadu. Kadu. Negative. And when you turn this negative into question, then it becomes, is he not a doctor? Atadoka doctor kada. Kadu kada. Learn the things like that. Is he not a doctor? Atadoka doctor kada. So practice. Take some examples and practice them with Telugu meaning, and you become perfect in English language. Okay. Solid English you learn. And is he not a doctor? Atadoka doctor kada. And this sentence can also be expressed in the abridged way. Is plus not. What happens? Isn't. Isn't he a doctor? Atadoka doctor kada. Is he not a doctor? In detail. Isn't he a short? Abbreviated. So This is how these sentences work. And here with simple present, I drink milk, నేను పాలు త్రాగుతాను. And this is the assertive sentence. Now change it into the interrogative sentence. But in this simple present, there is no helping verbs. You know, in the simple present, there are no helping verbs. How to change it? There is a rule. Only when you put the helping verb before the subject, it becomes a question. It becomes an interrogative sentence. But in the simple present, there is no helping verb at all. Then how? Means, the grammarians have said you borrow do or do and does from outside. Do, does for he, she, third person singular, and do for all other persons you use. That's what it says. So here, I drink. I means this is first person. So we have, do I drink milk? I drink milk, నేను పాలు త్రాగుతాను. Do I drink milk? నేను పాలు త్రాగుతానా? ఈ క్వశ్చన్ కి ఆన్సర్ అఫర్మేటివ్ సెంటెన్స్. వాట్ యు సే? yes, I drink milk. అవును, నేను పాలు త్రాగుతాను. yes, I go to Hyderabad. yes, I play cricket. yes. So you can make so many sentences like this on this pattern. And ఒకవేళ no అయినట్టయితే what do you say? That's called negative sentence. Then you say no, I do not. Because not is not used, you have to use in the negative sentence not. నెగటివ్ లో నాట్ వాడాలి. నాట్ ఏమంటుందంటే నా ముందు హెల్పింగ్ వెర్బ్ లేకపోతే ఉండను అంటుంది. కాబట్టి యు ఆర్ యూజింగ్ డూ అగైన్. ఇట్ ఈస్ ఇన్ దిస్ వే డూ నాట్ హ్యావ్ కమ్ ఇన్ టు ఎగ్జిస్టెన్స్. ఐ డు నాట్ డ్రింక్ మిల్క్, నేను పాలు త్రాగను. ఐ డు నాట్ గో టు కాలేజ్, నేను కాలేజ్కి వెళ్ళను. దీంట్లో మాట్లాడితే ఏం మీనింగ్ వస్తుందో యూ ప్లీజ్ ఫాలో దట్. ఐ డు నాట్ టేక్ కోచింగ్, నేను కోచింగ్ తీసుకోను. I do not help you, నేను సాయం చెయ్యను. I'm giving Telugu meaning because I want to make you understand everything thoroughly well. That's only my motto, not to show my knowledge of English. And now you change this into question. What is the helping verb used here? Do. Bring it to the front position. That's called interrogative cum negative sentence. Do I not drink milk? నేను పాలు త్రాగనా? I do not drink milk. పాలు త్రాగను. త్రాగను means త్రాగను become తాగనా. తెలుగులో తాగను పోయి నా అయితే క్వశ్చన్ అయిపోయింది. మరి ఇంగ్లీష్లో అలా కాదు. డూ ఐ నాట్ డ్రింక్ మిల్క్, దీన్ని షార్ట్ చేస్తే ఏమైతే డూ నాట్ దగ్గర తీస్తే ఏమవుతుంది? ఎస్, డోంట్ ఐ. ఇంకా ఇంగ్లీష్ బాగా వెన్ యూ లెర్న్ మోర్ ఇంగ్లీష్ వాట్ హ్యాపన్స్ నో యూ బికమ్ ఫ్లూయెంట్. నువ్వు ఎప్పుడైతే ఫ్లూయెంట్ అవుతావో డూ ఐ నాట్ డ్రింక్ మిల్క్ ఇదే వాడవు. యూ గో ఫర్ దిస్. యూ సే డోంట్ ఐ డ్రింక్ మిల్క్, సేమ్ మీనింగ్. నేను పాలు తాగనా. డోంట్ ఐ టేక్ కోచింగ్, నేను కోచింగ్ తీసుకోనా. డోంట్ ఐ పే ద ఫీజ్, నేను ఫీజు చెల్లించనా. డోంట్ ఐ టేక్ ద ఎగ్జామినేషన్, నేను ఎగ్జామ్కు హాజరు కానా. Don't. Wonderful things. Conjugation is very, very important for the improvement of your English knowledge. Kabatti, I have given the Telugu meaning, and you go for last two examples, and with that I wind up this video. Right. Assertive. He plays cricket. Atadu cricket aadutadu. So this is in the third person singular. He. For he, she, it. For third person singular, what do we use? Does. We use does as a helping verb. For all other persons we use do. Does the artham. Student, does he ఇది పెట్టి పడ్డాడు. ఎప్పుడైనా హెల్పింగ్ verb ముందు పెడితే అది ఇంటరాక్టివ్ సెంటెన్స్. ఓకే, డస్ అని పెట్టి హీ పెట్టి ఇక్కడ ప్లేస్ ఉంది కదా, ఇట్ మస్ట్ బికమ్ ప్లే. ఇక్కడ డస్ వచ్చింది కాబట్టి ఈ థర్డ్ పర్సన్ సింగులర్ లో ఉన్నటువంటి ఎస్ అనే లెటర్ డ్రాప్ అవుతుంది. ఎస్ కానీ ఈ ఎస్ విల్ బి డ్రాప్డ్ ఇన్ ద ఇంటరాక్టివ్ సెంటెన్స్. You cannot say does he plays, తప్పు. Does he play, ఇక్కడ డస్ వచ్చింది కాబట్టి ఇక్కడ ప్లే ఉండాలి. Does he play cricket, అతడు క్రికెట్ ఆడుతాడా. సో ఈ డస్ వచ్చినప్పుడు ఇలా ప్లేస్ must be turned into play. Okay, that is that. Okay, I have, right, the same thing is given here to make you understand. Does he play cricket? If you say yes, he plays cricket. Okay, and no means does not. No, sorry, no betti betta, no betta kuda maatadu. Negative lo no undali. No, he does not andali. Tappu nenu ikkada typographical mistake naade పొరపాటు. He does not. He not, negative lo not undali. Not mun tappasari helping verb undali. What helping verb have we taken? Does. So he does not play cricket. Does వచ్చింది కూడా play ne untundi, right? So you have to practice this every time. For some time, some days, if you can practice, it will be recorded in your mind. ఇక నువ్వు మర్చిపోదామన్నా కూడా మర్చిపోరు అది. సో నువ్వు వద్దన్నా కూడా ఆటోమేటికలీ ఇట్ కమ్స్ లైక్ దట్ ఓన్లీ. దట్స్. డస్ హీ నాట్ ప్లే క్రికెట్? హీ డస్ నాట్ ప్లే క్రికెట్, అతను క్రికెట్ ఆడాడు. డస్ హీ నాట్ ప్లే క్రికెట్, అతను క్రికెట్ ఆడాడా. నెక్స్ట్, డజంట్ హీ ప్లే క్రికెట్, అతను. అండ్ సో ఇట్స్ లైక్ దట్. అండ్ షీ ఈస్ దేర్ అగైన్, షీ నీడ్స్ హిస్ ఫ్యాక్టర్స్. అగైన్ ఫర్ షీ what helping verb we take? Does. So does she knit? Knits is turned into knit. Does she knit sweaters? Ame sweaters allutada? Yes, she knits sweaters. And no, she does not knit sweaters. And then comes, does she not knit sweaters? I mean, sweaters allada. Short, doesn't she knit sweaters? I mean, same mean. They plow the fields. Varu polalu dunnutaru. Something like that. Okay. Now they, for they, what helping verb do we take? Do. Okay. Do they plow the fields? Then say, yes, they plow the fields. Avunu varu polalu dunnutaru. No, they do not plow the fields. Then, do they not plow the fields? Okay. Don't they plow the fields? It's like that. So this is what you have to understand. And dear students and test takers, thank you so much for watching this video. And I'll be teaching you all the tenses this week and next week. And next, present continuous, present perfect, and present perfect continuous. 3 things at a time I teach you. And afterwards, I'll teach you other things like that. Okay. Please, if at all you like this video, please you share this video with your near and dear ones. And thank you so much. And with another beautiful video, I'll be back to you. Until then, bye. See you all. Bye.